and welcome my beautiful Scorpio minds. How are you doing? Today we are finally working on our handstands, and this is for all the levels, and it's especially for those people who are not able to hold the handstand straight without the wall. So this is just gonna be to strengthen your shoulders, to strengthen your core, to just like get the feeling of being upside down. If that's you, you're perfect for this class, and we'll get started with a little warm-up, because like rotate your wrists to one side, because handstand is kind of hard on your wrists and your arms if you're not used to it, because yeah, we never really stand on our hands, so it's really weird. Turn the other direction, and you should never feel discomfort. It's gonna hurt a little bit in your wrists if you stand on it for a bit longer, but that's gonna go away the more you do it. So it's also just, as with weights, like if you start with 20 kilograms and at first it's gonna be really hard, but if you keep on training, at one point 20 kilo is gonna be nothing for you. Same with this one. At one point, you're just not gonna feel the weight anymore, I hope. Alright, flop your hands from left to right. Up and down. Interlace your fingers and roll them around so that everything gets warm, your wrists, your lower arms, because these are going to be really used during the class. Try to do it the other way. Awesome. Bring your fingers to the floor, and I just want you to roll on your knuckles back and front with a little bit of pressure, not too much, just so you warm up your fingers as well. Alright, hands in front, flick the water of your fingers. So open and close your hands as much as you can, and open them as wide as you can. And I will do that fast. Just for a little bit. This is really gonna get your arms burning, your fingers burning, out to the sides. Keep splashing the water off to like the ceiling, up to the front. Burning. Alright, shake it out. Come on to all fours, hands just in front, and I want you to shift that weight from your heels or from your legs into your hands and then back. So you can feel the pressure already a little bit. Put the fingers, a little bit of pressure in the fingers. Alright, now take little circles, so from left to front, to right, to the back, and again. When you're back, change the side. When you're back, bring your hands together like that on the floor, and I want you to shift the weight from left to right. Be really gentle here, because if you're not used to standing on your hands or putting pressure, it can be a little bit discomfortable. Alright, turn your hands around so that your fingers are facing your knees. Same thing here, just gently rock front to back. Give your wrists a little stretch. Your palm should be on the floor the whole time. Alright, stay over your hands, release the pressure a little bit of your hands and peel back your fingers. So your knuckles stay on the floor, it's just your palm that's lifting up really, really gently, one hand and then the other hand. Alright, on the way back, shake your hands out. I can already feel the pressure, so that's good. That means that your hands are getting strong. You can place your hand around your wrist, and you can always do this exercise when you feel a little bit like, oh, it's gonna hurt. So you want to place the hand here, and you kind of want to press your hand out of your wrist, just like elongate that little in-between section. Give it a little massage. You can wiggle your hand around a little bit. It should feel really good. Do that on the other side as well. So like wiggle around a little bit to see where it actually feels good. Alright, now we'll strengthen the fingers a little bit. So you want to place your fingers straight forward so that your middle finger or your index finger are parallel to each other. So like that. And then relieve the pressure of your hands and you want to lift up through your fingers. And you don't want to like let your fingers break in like that. So you see the white part, they should always stay in this little concave position. But yeah, just put as much pressure on them as you can. And this is the feeling, quite the feeling, kind of the feeling of when you fall forward in a handstand, that you put the pressure in your fingers and you rock backwards. So it's really nice to strengthen this part of your hand as well. Give me 2 more. Awesome. Shake it out for a second, then we'll come into all fours again. And give me happy cat and angry cat. So angry cat, you draw your tailbone under, belly button to your spine. Shoulder blades are as far away as possible as they can. And then drop your hips, belly button to the floor, gaze is up. Again, angry cat. Find as much room as possible. Drop your hips, belly button to floor. Again, angry cat. And happy cat. Alright, push yourself into down dog. Walk it out. Straighten your shoulders, bring them in line, and already here try to push away from the floor. So you don't want to sink in here, you really want to pull your shoulders towards your ears and create a bit of tension here. Your hands are strong, your palms are grounded into the floor really strongly. Alright, come back into all fours, child's pose. Your fingers are strong, chest pushing towards the floor, so you feel a little opening through your shoulders. Having open shoulders in a handstand is also very beneficial, otherwise it's going to be a bit harder to find that line. Alright, walk towards one side. If you walk towards your right side, draw that left shoulder down so that they're in line. Back to the middle. And walk towards the other side. Bring that inside shoulder down so that they're in line and you feel that pull in that side, a little stretch. Alright, come back to the middle. I just want to give you a little more stretch for your shoulder because it's really nice to have that, but I also don't want you to overstretch it, otherwise you don't have stability. So what I want you to do is just bring your hips over your knees, hands reach out, and try to put your chest or your chin, whatever, to the floor so you feel a little stretch, but it should not be crazy much. Alright, come out of it, wiggle your hips. Just want you to circle with your arms to the back and to the front. Give your underarms a little massage, just to really wake them up, to be like, gotta work now. And then also your tricep, bicep, right where it's connecting to like the bones. So just search for that point where it feels good. Also the other side. Alright, we'll come into the first exercises to find that line, because we don't want to arch in our handstand. We want to like bring everything forward, have a strong core, so that we basically build one line. To do that, we'll do 2 exercises times 3, and we're gonna switch that. So we'll hold it. I'm just gonna explain it now. So the first one, you'll lie on your belly. Feet are together and you reach out with your hands and we're gonna press down into the floor and your head is down. And then you wanna try to press as much as possible, bring your tailbone under until you can lift off your chest so that you have a little like space in between. All right, get ready. Just place your head down. It's hard to explain out when I'm facing down, but just place your head down on the mat. Press your feet, your hips, your hands into the floor. Breathe in and lift up. Really press down into those hands. And if you can only lift a little bit, that's completely fine, but just really try to press. Maybe you're gonna feel a little bit of tension in your shoulders, it's completely fine. But this is basically the line you want to have in your handstand. Hold for a little longer. and release. All right, turn over onto your back. So we want to recreate the exact same motion, but now with more tension in our core. So you want to bring your hands out. You want to bring your spine on the floor so that there's not going to be an arch. It should always stay glued to the floor, and then you want to bring your feet out. If it's happening that your spine is releasing from the floor, you want to bring your knees in. You can always bend them, you can have one leg, you can have the other leg, you can have them here, as long as your spine is glued to the floor. All right, get ready. Hips tucked under, hands out. Breathe in, and here we go. Just hold. Check your alignment every so often. Three, 2, 1. Release. All right, turn back onto your belly. We'll do the whole game again. Feet together, hands reach out. They're really pushing into the floor until you can lift off your chest. Here we go. Breathe in and lift. Three, 2, 1. All right. Turn over to your back immediately. Hands reach out. Spine is glued to the floor. Breathe in and reach. You can either have your head up like that. It's a bit more difficult. If it's not possible, just put it on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn around. We'll do that again straight away. Here we go. Get ready. Hands press into the floor. Same with your feet. They're together. Breathe in and lift off your chest. Also really strong core here. Three, 2, 1. All right. Turn over. Last time. Spine is glued to the floor. Tilt your hips. Breathe in. And lift off. Three, 2, 1. All right, take a breather. Come on into a sitting. Straddle your legs. Just gonna quickly give your legs a little tiny stretch as well. So I just want you to sit here. If this is already enough, stay here. You can tilt your hips forward or walk forward a little bit and just stay here. Have your feet pointing to the ceiling so that you don't close up your hips. This is going to help you to straddle. We're not going to do that today, but you can always start, right? All right, bring your legs together, shake them out. And we'll start with some exercises in your handstand. So what we're gonna be doing is not gonna be going into full handstand right away, but I just want to do some exercises to prepare you to actually feel how it feels to have some weight on your hands. And you can do these little jumps as big or as tiny as you want to. So the first one is gonna be little donkey kicks. So you are on your hands and your feet, and you want to kick with your feet at the same time, like that. And you want to touch your butt, if it's possible. So it can look as tiny as that. This is cool already. Or you can basically go all the way up, like that. Or even further. But I don't want you to hold yet. So this is just to have this little whipping motion of like, okay, I can jump into my hands and nothing's really gonna happen. All right, I want you to do 10 of these, or we'll just do them together. Here we go. Awesome, when you've got your 10, just stand up, shake it out a little bit. It's not the easiest exercise, I must admit, but it's an effective one. I really like this little exercise because then you really get to know where your point of balance is and stuff like that. Take a breather, grab some water if you want to. Alright, the next one is just gonna be some kicks. So we'll basically do the same thing as we just did, but with one leg. So you are on the floor. It's kind of like a down dog, but then I want you to kick up and come down. And also this can look as tiny as this. This is completely fine, or also bigger, and you can join your feet. Let's do 10 of these as well, with one leg and then 10 with the other leg. Here we go. After 10 from one side, take a little breath. And then we'll do the other side. Here we go. Also, don't pressure yourself into anything you don't feel comfortable with. As I said, these kicks can be as little as you want to. Other sides is gonna be really weird, but it's so good to do those sides. Otherwise, we'll get disbalances. All right, other side, just kicks. If they're like really tiny like that, that's completely fine. Or go further. Awesome. Grab some water, take a little bit of a rest. How are you feeling? It's cool to be upside down, isn't it? Alright, the next exercise is also a kick up, but we want to change the leg that's up when we come down. So the way it looks is like that. I'm gonna kick up with my left leg, and I'm gonna come down with my right leg. Is that correct? Oh no, so usually when you kick up like that, and you come down like that. But now we want to change it. So instead of kicking up with your left leg, coming down with your right leg, we're kicking up with our left leg and coming down with our left leg. So you kind of want to switch in between, like that. And also here, doesn't matter how high you go, as long as you switch. So you can also be here and switch like that. No problem at all. All right, give me 10 on every side. Here we go. 10. Take a little bit of rest, reset, and then we'll take it to the other side, which is always gonna feel super weird. Alright, here you go. Whew. That's exhausting. Alright, we've got one exercise left of this sort before we get to the wall. Aren't you excited? Alright, the last exercise is gonna be a toe tap or like a foot clap in the air. So we come up, clap, and come down. I'll show you what it looks like now. So we'll just kick up like before, but I want you to clap your feet. And maybe you can do like more claps. We'll see. But yeah, it's like that. Come up, clap, come down. Alright, and also here it can be like really tiny. So you here, clap, as long as you get some weight into your hands. Give me 10 on every side again. Here we go. A little rest. I'll take it to the other side. Whenever you're ready, okay? That's the coolest thing with YouTube. You can just like press pause and play. Here we go. Whew. Amazing, you guys. Drink some water and then we'll take it to the exercise with the wall. A wall hold to make your shoulders stronger. Alright, new camera angle now. Alright, I think that you're gonna be able to see the next exercise better from this angle. So we want to get onto or like towards the wall, but we want to have our chest against the wall. So we're not going to kick up like that, because then what you tend to do is to arch, to have this banana shape. So you really want to get towards the wall, have our nose against the wall pretty much, so that we have this shape. The way we do that is we'll just walk up. So we're here, we'll put one foot up the wall, the other foot up the wall, and then you just walk your hands. If it's possible, of course. Otherwise, if it's not possible, you need to do some more push-ups before. But it shouldn't be too crazy. So yeah, we'll walk towards the wall together, and then we'll hold for 20 seconds. Then we'll come out, and we'll do that again 4 or 5 times to really strengthen our shoulders. All right, get ready, get into the wall. Here we go. I trust you because I can't see you. Walk up. I'll give you a bit more time. Make sure that you're in a line so you're not arching your back. Push your shoulder blades together towards your ears. And look at the wall. And stay. Be really strong and stable. The only thing that's touching the wall are your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can either walk out or cartwheel out. I prefer cartwheeling because it's just a little bit easier and faster. Shake it out, give you a bit of a break, and we'll do it again. And here it's really important to not have this alignment, but you really want to draw everything in, rib cage towards your like bone. It's the same feeling as we've been doing on the floor, you know, that pressing thing and that like holding thing. It's the same. You really want to have that compression in your abs, and also really pushing out. So you're allowed to have your shoulders next to you because that's what we want. All right, get ready. Next round. Walk up the floor and the wall, sorry. Find your line, no arch. Push yourself up and hold. Stay strong. And come out of it. Awesome. I wish I could see you to like give you more instructions or corrections, but yeah, just really focus on pressing out of your hands, being strong, finding that connection between like your hips and your sternum, just like really contract. You kind of want to have like a rounder back here. If you feel your wrists, your hands, you can always give them a little massage, a little shake, a little pull. I'm also not gonna keep this class for like a really long time because I know how it is when you first start handstands, then it just hurts a lot. All right, get ready again for your third round. Walk up that wall. Find your line. Hands are between, or like head is between your shoulders, and hold. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out. Got 2 more of these guys. This is really helping your handstand. If you're not able to hold it yet, this is really going to give you that stabilization, that power, that strength, that like pushing motion. You're going to feel where your body needs to be. Also with the other exercise we did before, because there you're kind of like floating in the air, trying to find where your feet need to go. And if you're not working with a partner that can actually hold you, this is the perfect way to go. Shake out your wrists. All right, we'll go for our fourth round. Here you go. Get ready to walk up your wall. Find your line. Push yourself out of your shoulders. Three, 2, 1. Come out. Awesome, guys. Awesome. You're doing such a great job. Shake it out. Last one of these. I promise. Alright, are you ready? You got this. Alright, get ready to walk your wall. Come up, get as close to the wall as possible. Find your line, press yourself up and hold. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, come out. Give your hands a little shake, a little massage. All right, for the next exercise, we're gonna come into a box. So that's really gonna also stabilize your shoulders. And one leg at a time, we're gonna bring up, and then we bring it back to the wall. Bring the other leg up and back to the wall, so that we kind of feel the balance that we need to have without falling into the banana when we do it the other way around. So we still want to have our chest against the wall, but not like super close. Let me just show you what I mean. It's always easier to do it that way. So now our hands are further away from the wall so that we can create a 90-degree angle. Just like that. Find your alignment, so press your shoulders up, and then you want to bring your leg up like that, but not into like an arch, so it's just a straight line. And hold here. And when you feel comfortable, you can also bring that toe, try to shift that toe away from the wall a little bit, do some hops, and then change that side. Really pay attention that your hips are closed and that you have that straight line. And only then you can start to play around with it. All right, let's do that also 3 times for as long as you can hold it, so no pressure here. Get ready, just come into your 90-degree angle, approximately, where you feel comfortable. Press yourself out of your shoulders, don't arch, and slowly bring one leg up. I would prefer you to have it more in like a closed angle so that you don't fall into your arch here. So really hold it here. And then change whenever you feel ready. And come down. You can always come down. Like I have built a little bit of strength so I can hold it for quite a long time. But you just come out whenever. And also if it's too hard to lift that leg, just stay in that box position, that's completely fine. Right, next round. Ready? Here we go. Come into your box. Stay here or lift one leg up. Try to keep that shape, that alignment. And you can push yourself away from the wall a little bit, if it's possible. Change side whenever ready. And come down. Awesome job, guys. One more of these, then we'll come into a little stretch and a little fun play, and then we're already done. It's not too crazy, isn't it? It's just really hard on the wrists, but as I said before, this is gonna get better the more often you do this, just as your muscles get used to more load as well. Alright, slowly get ready for your last round. Here we go. Come into your box. Head is between your shoulders, you push up. Hips are closed, stay here, or bring one foot up. Change whenever ready. And come down. Awesome, and the sun's come out. How pretty is that? All right, give your hands a little shake, a little twist from side to side. Shake it out. All right, the next exercise is pretty much gonna be to open up your shoulders. So it's also against the wall, but this time your shins are against the wall and you really want to have that opening in your chest. And because the shins are like pressed towards your chest like that, there's no way for you to arch. Because if you're here and you try to arch, there's just no way. And we're gonna recreate the same thing just on the wall. So let me show you what I mean. We come with the chest towards the wall again, but you're gonna have your whole foot and your whole shin pressed up like that. You just come close and you make yourself into this little ball. And then I want you to press through your shoulders so you can really feel a stretch there. All right. It's really important to like press out of your shoulders and then also like through. And this is a little bit of a shuffle game to see where your legs need to go, where your knees need to go. But yeah, the more open you are, the more into a ball you can get. But just try to bring your knees as close to your chest as possible. Are you ready? We're also going to do that for 3 times. We're also gonna do that for 3 times to give your shoulders a little stretch. And at the same time, you still have to hold your weight on your hands, so it's also a really good practice. Get ready, just walk towards your wall. You don't have to walk super high this time. Just come closer and walk your knees down towards your chest and press your chest towards your knees. And your nose towards the wall. And your hands out of the floor. Three, 2, 1. Awesome, slowly come down. Your hands a little wiggle. Little breather, little break. And then we'll do that again. I really hope you enjoy this class because it's so different from all the weight training classes I've been giving out on YouTube. So this is a bit more free and a bit more what you're capable of doing. So just take more break or less break or whatever you need. Kiwi, this is not for you. You can't do a handstand. You cannot do a handstand. She wants to go outside. We'll do that after. We'll do that after. Is this cute? Is this cute? She's so cute. All right, get ready for your second round. Walk towards the wall. Feet and knees on the wall. Bring the knees down. Push out of the floor. And bring the nose towards the wall. 2, 1, and come down. Awesome, you guys. Just do that one more time. And I think then it's enough for today. of like really crazy exercise. I think we're gonna do just like a little fun to see where you're at. All right, last one of these. Here we go. Get into your pose. And nose towards the wall. Awesome. Come out of it. Give yourself a shake. That's cool. Alright, the last thing we're gonna be doing is just some kick-ups. Maybe you're gonna hold for a second, maybe you're not gonna hold at all, which is completely fine. This is just to kind of get used to kicking up, to seeing where your balance point may be. This is definitely easier if you have a person spotting you and holding you and guiding you, but it's totally fine. I have been doing these kick-up things my whole entire teenager time through, so you're gonna be fine. It's basically the same thing as we've been doing in the warm-up exercises, but this time you can just kick up as much as you want. Here we go. So there's not much to explain, I just want you to put the hands on the floor already. For me, it helps a lot if I already put more pressure onto my hands and I kind of already am in alignment for like hands and shoulders and maybe even my back, so that I don't start from here, because then it's really hard to like draw this whole circle until I'm here if you kick up from here. So what I prefer to do is that I'm just here already. So the only thing that needs to travel are my legs and maybe like my hips a little bit. But yeah, just kick up a couple times. Maybe you're gonna stay. Maybe it's just gonna be like little kicks, but that's completely fine. Just do a couple until you feel like you had enough. Very hard, but it's so much fun. Just keep going for a little bit longer. Alright, slowly find your way down to your mat. Shake out your hands. Give your wrists a little stretch. Bring your hand forward. Press it down. Bring your fingers towards your chest. Bring those fingers up. Same thing on the other side. Fingers towards your arm. Hand up. One hand over your head. Stretch out the tricep. Other side up. Alright, I hope you really enjoyed this class. If yes, let me know if you want to have more of these classes, maybe other exercises, maybe more focus on one thing. Just let me know. Everything that you wish for. Last little stretchy thingy. Come into a little squat, and I want you to put your wrists, hands, underarms in between, and then you can just like rock back and forward. And this is gonna give you a massage. It looks so weird, but it feels so good, doesn't it? I'm really excited to hear how you guys did. If you have some videos, whatever, feel free to send them to me on Instagram, because I'm like so curious. And yeah, just let me know what other things you would like to learn, and I'll make a video. And this time I'm not gonna wait a year basically. Alright, come up, shake everything out. If you need a bit more stretching, just go for like a upper body shoulder stretch. But I don't want to make this video crazy, super long. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time here on my channel. See ya, bye.